What's going on, guys? Corey from Yota Xpedition here. We know when it comes to wiring in aftermarket lights to an OEM style switch, it could be a little bit confusing. So in this video, we're going to be going over those and showing you how to get it done for your lighting. We have some single function switches over there, dual function switches, a couple different harnesses and lights to show you how to get it done. So let's go ahead over to our electrical bench and get started. So right here on the table, we have all of the switches that we offer. The wiring for each of these is going to be a little bit different. So depending on which switch you have, you can jump ahead in the video to your particular switch for the wiring. But looking at the switches, we have our tall switch here, which comes in a dual function and a single function. We have the small switch, again, dual function here, single function here. We have the square switch, dual function, single function. And then we have the rectangle switch, and this only comes in a dual function. So the first thing I would do is figure out exactly which style harness and light you have, whether you have something that requires a dual function switch or you have something that requires a single function switch. After you know what style light you have, take a look at the harness in the generic switch that comes on your light and take note to the orientation of the wiring. So in this case, our white wire coming into the switch is our main power. The blue wire is the power going back out to the light, and then our black is our ground. Here we have our dual function light, and as you can see, the wiring on this is a little bit different. Every wiring harness might have different colors, and it might also have different connections, so don't base everything off of the wire color. But in this case, red is our main power in to our switch. The blue is our main power back to our light for the main function, and our yellow is the power for the backlight. So as you can see, the yellow is where the 1 is, which is our backlight, and then the 2 is our main function, which is blue. The ground for this setup is not going into the switch, kind of like the other one was. The ground is built into the rest of the lighting harness. All right, so let's get into wiring up our switches. We're gonna be starting with this one here, which is the tall single function switch. So let's go ahead and get our wiring harness. We'll get this hooked up and show you which wire we are hooking up to what so that this works properly. And as you can see on this particular plug, there's blade connectors on there, and on this we do not have blade connectors. So I am going to be swapping out the part of the harness so that we can hook this up accordingly so that it works. So we have our switch, we have our harness. Now the colors of the wires have changed, but the position of the wiring is the same, so you just need to take note of what color wires you have and where the power is coming from. So in this case, we're going to be hooking black to black for our ground. So we have our black wire hooked up to our ground. Now we are going to take the green wire and we are going to hook that up to our red, which is our main power. So if you're unsure which wire in your lighting harness is your main power, you can get yourself a test light like this and hook up the other end to a ground, and then you can probe this, and as you can see, when we touch the red wire, our light kicks on. This one here, no light turns on, so you know that this one is getting power. So we'll take our green wire and we'll plug it into there. Now the red wire that is next to the green wire, we are going to plug into our third location on the harness, and this is going to go, so you have your main power coming in to your switch, and then the power comes back out and goes to the light itself. So at this point, with those 3 wires hooked up, your light will work, as you can see here. So the second red wire that we still have left here is going to get hooked up to your existing wire in your vehicle. So we're going to use a wire tap to hook this up. This is going to get power from one of your existing wires to one of your factory switches, so that when you turn your lights on, the backlighting of the switch itself lights up with all of your other switches. So for example, let's just say this alligator clip that we have right here is your wiring on your truck, and when I connect this, you are essentially turning on your headlights. As you can see, we now have power there on that text, and when we turn on the light itself, you can see that the logo illuminates. And then when you would turn off your lights, that goes out as well. Here we have the small style switch. This is going to be the same setup. This is a single function switch. So same deal with the wiring. You're going to hook up the black wire to the ground on your harness. You're going to hook up the green wire to your main power of your harness. And the first red wire is going to go back to the light itself. And then your second red wire is going to be for the backlighting. So all of this hooked up, you can see this works. You have the indicator light on here. And then when I hook up our little alligator clip to this wire, you can see that our text lights up, and that would light up when we turn our headlights on, and when we would turn our headlights off, that would go off. And when we turn the light bar off, that would go off. Now we have the square style switch, which is a single function, but the wiring on this is a little bit different than the last two that we just did. So let's go ahead and hook this one up. So for this, we have our black wire and white wire together here on this connector, and that's going to be going to the ground on our harness. Our red wire is going to be going to the main power of our harness, which in this case is the red wire. Our green wire is going to be going to the light itself, which in this case is our white wire. And then the yellow wire here is going to be getting tied into our factory wiring with a T-tap for the backlighting of the switch. So with those hooked up, you can see the switch works and our light works. We have our yellow wire here. And again, we have our alligator clip, and this would be acting as our interior wire for our headlights. So when we hook this up, you can see that the lighting is on here for the switch, for the text. And then if we disconnect this, you can see that that light goes out. So that concludes all of our single function switches. So let's go ahead and set this off to the side, and we will pull in our dual function light here and get those switches wired up. All right, so we have our light here, which is a dual function light. We have our wiring coming from our harness, and as you can see, this one's a little bit different. So the white wire is now our hot wire, where the last one, it was our red wire. So it is good to double check this stuff before you go and start hooking up your wiring. Every harness could be a little bit different in the way that they wire it. All right, so let's start with our tall dual function switch here and get this wired up. So starting with the green wire on our plug, that is going to be getting hooked up to our main power of our harness, which in this case is going to be the white wire. The yellow wire on the harness, that's going to be going to a T-tap or a wire tap to our existing dash wiring. The black wire is our ground, and that is going to be getting hooked up underneath the dashboard to a bolt, so we can ground that out. Our blue wire is going to be going to our main light function, so in this case the red wire. And then the red wire is for our backlighting, so this is going to be hooked up to the black wire on our harness. So with that hooked up, you can now see we press the main button, we get our main light output, and we press the backlight button and our backlight turns on. As you can see, when we turn these on, none of the lights on the actual switch itself is turning on. That's where the ground wire and this yellow wire come into play. So again, we'll get our alligator clips here acting as if we are hooking up power to our interior wiring. So you can see it's still not working. We have to hook up our ground as well. So here is our ground. This is acting as if we have a ring terminal on here, and we hook this up to a bolt underneath the dashboard. So as you can see now, we have some lights going on here on the switch. If I disconnect this here, you can see they'll go out. So this acts as if we are turning on our headlights. And then again, our backlight works, our main function works. Same thing here for the small style dual function switch. That has the same exact wiring as what we just did. So the yellow and the black are for the backlighting of the switch. Our green wire is to the main power of our harness, which is white in this case. Our blue wire is going to be going to our main light function, so in this case, the red wire. And then the red wire is for our backlighting, so this is going to be hooked up to the black wire. So here we have the small switch, backlight, main light, and then we have our ground and our power for our backlighting of the switch itself. So hook that up to a bolt underneath your dashboard, and then this here would go into a wire tap to your existing wiring. And as you can see, we now have our backlighting on here. Next up for our dual function switches, we have our square switch. So let's go ahead and get this hooked up. So wiring for this one's going to be a little bit different. Our black is our ground. The red is going to be going to a T-tap underneath the dashboard in for the backlighting of the switch itself. So that's going to operate off of your, when you turn your headlights on. And then we have our 3 wires here for the main functions of the switch. So our yellow wire of this switch is going to be for our main power in. So for this particular harness, that is going to be our white wire. The green wire on this switch is going to be for the main function. So that is going to be our black wire. And then the blue wire is going to be for the backlight function, which is going to be our red wire. So with the square switch, as you can see, it's not working properly. In order to make this switch work correctly, you need to hook up the ground underneath your dash. So once we have this ground hooked up, you can now see that the light works as it should. And then once we hook up our wire tap with this red wire, you can see that the lighting on the switch itself is now illuminated when you turn your lights on. So the last switch we're going to show you how to hook up is the rectangle switch. This is a dual function as well. So let's go ahead and hook that up to our dual function harness here. The yellow wire we are going to be hooking up to our main power of our light bar harness. So in this case, that is going to go to the white wire. Our blue wire is going to be for the backlight function. So in this case, we are going to connect that to the black wire. And the green wire is going to be our main light function. So we're going to connect that to our red wire in this case. We have our ground wire, which you'll hook up underneath the dash with a ring terminal to a 10mm bolt. So with that hooked up, you can see that this works as it should. But if you want the backlighting to work, we would need to use a wire tap on the red wire and hook that up to one of our existing wires underneath the dash. So you can see that turns on and off there when I give it power. All right, so we showed you how to hook up all these style switches that we offer here at Yota Xpedition. Now let's go ahead and show you in one of our vehicles what we mean by hooking up a wire tap to our red wire or to our yellow wire to get power for the backlighting on the switch itself. So we're over here at our 3rd gen Tacoma, and we're going to be showing you how to wire in the backlighting wire to one of your existing wires so that when you turn your headlights on, this light will come on as well. So right here we have a switch. This is for our heated steering wheel, but it's going to be the exact same steps. So once you pull out your panel where your wiring is for all of your switches, we're going to find a wire on one of our existing harnesses that gets power when we turn our headlights on and off. So we have this factory wiring right here. And as you can see, we already have a wire tap onto this dark green wire. This is our power for the backlighting of our factory switch. So we are going to get power off of that wire for our aftermarket switch. If you are unsure which wire coming into your factory plug gets power for the backlighting, again, you can use one of these test lights and you could probe the wire. And one thing you can do is just get this set up like so, and then turn your headlights on and off until you find out which one has power. It's a small plug, so it might be hard to get a good connection. So as you can see, we have power right there. If I turn the headlights off, the light goes out, turn the headlights back on, light comes on. So we know that that is our wire for the backlight wiring. So tap into that and then hook that up to your new switch, and then you'll have power there. Now, some of the harnesses that we were talking about over on the bench required you to hook up the ground with a ring terminal to a bolt here in the dash. So all you would do is find a 10mm bolt, like one we have right here. You can see that the front side is plastic, but on the back side it is bolting to a metal bracket. So you would want to make sure that this ring terminal is making contact with that metal bracket. So I'd put it in between the plastic and the metal, and then tighten that bolt back down, and that'll give you a good connection. So it doesn't need to be just this bolt. Any bolt that you can find here underneath your dashboard should be a good ground to make this work. All right, guys, that's a wrap for wiring in single function and dual function switches on your Toyota. Hopefully this was helpful. I know it could be a little bit confusing, so if you guys still have any questions, make sure to drop a comment down below and I'll be happy to get back to you. If you guys are looking for some OEM switches, make sure to head over to our website, YotaXpedition.com. Our link is down in the description. If this video was helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more videos just like this, and we'll see you guys in the next one.